Damon Leone, if you ever listen to him in interviews, clearly from the area. Mm-hmm. I believe he's from Staten Island. Said that some of the cheese, he was upset that the pizza it didn't have mozzarella. He was like, it was killing me. I'm like, looking at this cheese. He was like, I thought about CG and the cheese. I just thought that was so funny. Just to imagine some Italian director just being like, Jesus Christ. You
think anyone's gonna believe this? You think anybody's gonna believe this? It's like this, that head doesn't look real. I don't give a about the head. Look at the pizza.
Man getting bit by an alligator is strange.
Swallow this.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. Today we are talking about the original Terrifier. Damon Leone made a film from 2016, of course, based on the short film he did in 2011, of course, based on the other short film he did in 2008 called The Ninth Circle, of course, originally shot in 2006. If you've seen our episode on All Hallows Eve and Trick or Treat, you already know that. But if you haven't, now you know. Congratulations.
Oh. Sean here, by the way. I'm sorry to just start this off right away and just say I literally just shook real quick because I was like, all right, we're switching switching gears. We're thinking about Terrifier, and then I was like, Terrifier, what happened there? And I literally fucking
It's
scene,
a
dude,
wild.
it literally fucked with, dude. That was insane. When I was like, they're not actually gonna show, are they? Will they? And then they fucking. He sawed a lady in half from the worst end.
Hot dog style.
Yeah.
Hot dog style?
Yeah, you saw the lady have hot dog style.
Hot dog style, but from like the bottom end of the hot dog.
Yeah.
With the little slit where it says tear here. Oh my God, that was
like
a lot,
cut
dude.
through her head too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
not.
he didn't finish the last little bit.
Yeah.
Like, because then the other girl started escaping. But it was like he did 95% of the work, and I think he looked a little frustrated that he didn't finish it.
Yeah. He was definitely frustrated.
Oh, man. And you know, it's a movie, so you don't want to pick it apart too much, but not a bone saw.
Mm-hmm. Not a bone saw. That would not cut through her. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like,
no. I mean, that guy's got like some sort of powers though, or something. He like.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when he gets up at the end, it's like, what the how?
Yeah.
Yeah, they explain it more in the Terrifier 2 series.
It's pretty cool.
Like, yeah, he's he made a deal with the demon, like a demon. Like, there's that demon from the Ninth Circle, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like in All Hallows Eve, you know how that was like the vaping demon.
Satan.
Yeah.
Satan. Well, I think I haven't seen it, so don't quote me on it. But like, he like made a deal with him, and then it gives him powers and shit. So he can't die and all this stuff.
It's funny,
and he's like really fucking strong.
It's funny because I was listening to the DVD commentary, and Damon Leone is doing it with David Howard Thornton, who plays Art the Clown, and they're talking about it, and so it's David Howard Thornton's interpretation from the mind of Art, and then Damon Leone's interpretation as the writer. And it's so funny. They're like talking about, you know, Damon Leone's like, they're talking about it as if they haven't really fully decided at this point during this 2016 commentary. And he goes, do you think Art knew he was going to come back, and then that's why he blew his own head off at the very end? And then, oh yeah, spoilers, obviously.
Yeah.
What are you doing here if you didn't already see it?
He blew his own head off when the cops came.
And then
he saw two good guys with guns. He said, "This is even twice as bad."
I better do it before they get to it.
Oh my God, two heroes.
But they said, they said, do you think he knew he was going to come back? And then I believe it's David Howard Thornton that says, I think Art was just as surprised as the coroner. Like, he didn't expect to come back. He didn't fully understand it. And then later, pieces it together.
Wait, did the director disagree with that, or was he?
It was really more of just like an open-ended discussion where they're like, yeah, I'm not sure which it is, and they're like, kind of like. But I got the vibe from the ending. I like how we're starting this episode at the end. It kind of we're gonna work our way backwards.
But there's not much.
We're gonna treat this like the
though.
Pussy Saw.
Yeah,
dude, I'm sorry. That just like the whole movie. Zach warned me. He was like,
that was the most gruesome part.
Like
of the movie.
Zach warned me it was gruesome, and like what I had seen up until that point, it was like very gory, like a lot of the time. Like but it wasn't anything like where I was like, fuck, that's like gonna leave an image in my brain.
Yeah.
And then like as I'm seeing, like, you know, they're setting it up, she's upside down, and like he's got the saw and everything. I'm like, they start showing the clown a lot more. I'm like, are they gonna show it or not? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like Zach was saying, it was fucked up, but like that seems really extreme. And then it cuts, and I'm like, oh, he's cutting.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I wish I was there to have seen your reaction because fuck that scene is.
Well, this is also Sean's real. I think this is Sean's first introduction to splatterpunk, like true, like
I feel like
we
I
haven't
haven't
done
seen
Slade. We
anything
haven't-
like this before.
yeah.
Yeah.
because
Well, even like because like I had seen like fucking Dead Alive and like even the Evil Dead has some moments where it's just like super like splatterpunk and
but it's so over the top that you don't feel the
it's not the
visceral
same.
reaction.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's there's something like very like there's definitely parts of like substance where you're like ugh, and it's like most of the movie's trying to gross you out,
Right.
But like it's not done with like actual like real anatomy. It's
Yeah.
like this was just like fuck, man, this is bordering snuff like to some degrees.
Yeah. It's and so when they made the short film in 2011, and it ends in that, having the girl with all her limbs missing, her boobs have been cut off, and it's a lot of, and all the expletives cut into her, like cunt and like all that kind of stuff.
That was a lot too. That was
That was a lot.
And he admits that he was just like, man, to break through the noise, especially back in the day where, everybody was trying to, once everybody realized that you could get a film made by putting stuff out on YouTube, unless you're going to self-produce something, you're trying to get people's attention. He was like, I really, much like how he said he was just throwing shit at the wall with the Ninth Circle, trying to like see what would stick, and Art the Clown did. He really did the same thing once he got to the Terrifier short in 2011, where he was like, I just needed to break through the noise. And he's like, he didn't apologize. And I don't think he should necessarily, unless he feels bad, that's fine. But but he really was like, I had a lot of things happen that were over the top and really awful. And he's like, but I did it because I had to break through the noise to get someone to notice this. Because if we're being honest, if there's just a creepy clown cutting a dude's head off, it wasn't going to be original. Yeah.
Right.
And that might not be true. It might have done well, but it picked up that, I mean, the producer that found it and the guy who wound up paying for Terrifier found it because it was getting circulated.
Right.
Maybe for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, did people know going in? Like, was it kind of known? I mean, I got warned. Like, I feel like I understood going into it. I was like, all right, get ready. There's going to be some shit,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And I feel like that changes the context of like, I don't think there's anything to apologize for I feel like that's established, no? Or is it kind of like...
Yeah.
It's not, at this point, I don't think anyone is like surprised. Like at this point, I think everyone knows like, oh, this is going to be fucked going in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because he did make the short first,
Right.
and stuff. I mean, that was fucked up too, though. So.
Well, yeah. So the way it worked was in 2011 he made the short, and he was hoping that it would get some traction. And as he was just waiting to see what would happen with it, I mean, he was putting it into festivals. And this is back when people were really starting to 2010, 2011 was especially that whole late 2000s on his early 2010s on YouTube when you could just put anything on there. It really was a lot of people making some wild shit. Yeah. But what it did do was creating scenarios where people were creating more wild shit than storyline. But it's also because YouTube's way of getting things through to people, typically, the sensational stuff's gonna break through better than a storyline, unfortunately. Yeah. And so he would put it in festivals, and some rarely any festivals picked it up. Like people were like, we don't like this. This is pretty gruesome. Like, and there's not a lot to it, which is a fair argument to some of the movie, But,
because there's nothing there. There's no plot. There's like, it starts with him picking up weapons and then going on a killing spree, and that's it.
There's some inferred plot.
There's a bare bones plot,
right?
Guess. Like,
basically
There's a setup for sure.
I mean, there's really no more plot than Halloween.
Yeah.
When you really think about it. I mean, you know, it was
I completely disagree. I think there's way more of a plot in Halloween because you start off with like you know like
backstory to
the
him.
backstory,
sure.
all that stuff. There's lore built into it. You get to know the characters like
True.
in depth. You see their day-to-day lives. You know, like there's definitely more of a plot.
Yeah.
There's definitely more of a beginning, middle, end type of thing.
You know, actually, when the coroner died, I was like, oh no, I got to know him. He made
a couple of jokes.
He made a joke about ordering bacon, and the guy was like, oh, I thought you had to watch your cholesterol. And he was like, yeah, I'm watching it go up.
I was like, I like this guy.
And they're like, how do you do that when you're like working with dead bodies? I've been doing this for 22 years. I've seen some shit. And I was like, this guy, I hope he doesn't die in a matter of 25 seconds. And lo and behold.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Behold. Man, he was a cool guy.
Yeah, he was a cool guy.
I like that. I did like everything, man. I kept bonding with these guys. I like the bald bug guy.
Yeah.
He was
Bald bug guy was fun.
He was like, man, I honestly respected him a lot because the only time where he maybe did like, you'd be like, dude, he didn't really listen to that crazy lady, but she was giving off crazy energy when she came up to him. She was like, you need to call 911. He's going to murder us.
Yeah, he had no reason to listen.
And I would have been like, hey, listen, I understand where you're coming from. Like, maybe I would still maybe call.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I would have been like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why? What's going on?
Yeah.
You know, but you stop touching me, seriously.
Yeah.
Well, we can actually start there and touch on a little bit of the cast if you want.
Yeah. Sorry.
So no, dude, it's great.
Yeah.
So the cat lady is her name in the thing, you know.
I loved it.
So Puya Messeni is her name. And they joked in the DVD commentary how hard it was to try and make this gorgeous woman look homeless.
I think they did a good job.
They did a good job.
Yeah, you know, they smudged a little dirt on her face and they're like, here's some rips in your clothes. I mean,
Wait, can I say something about her, though?
go ahead.
She had a line that I loved. She may have been crazy. She may have been crazy. But she said, this girl was like, I'm sorry, I got to get going. I don't know. I forget what she said. Like she has an appointment or something. I forget. Oh, yeah, she's got to pay rent on the 1st. And she just goes, punctuality is the thief of time.
Yeah, I knew you were going to like that one, dude. I knew you were going to like that.
I was like, bro, wait. I'm using that.
As soon as I heard that, I was just like, Sean is going to live his life by this now.
Dude, it's so valid. You're like, yeah.
The next time Sean misses a record date, punctuality is the thief of time.
Sorry, I was trying to utilize all the God-given time. I'm here on Earth for only a certain amount of it.
I hope you do it when we're like making like decent money, and I'm gonna be like, "You missing is the thief of money." He's gonna be like, "Oops."
Well, time is money. Whoa, paradox. Whoa.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a real.
Punctuation is the thief of time.
Oh, it's so good. It's like, it doesn't even, like, what are you talking about? It is so crazy, but it's like such a good excuse.
Yeah.
It's like, it sounds like a proverb.
That line is forever going to enable Sean.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get so much more powerful after hearing that.
So Puya has done a bunch of different, TV and short films and stuff, like a lot of the actors in these movies. She was in a movie called Bloody Slumber Party. Nice little horror connection. Ghost Source Zero. She's got 75 acting credits, which is pretty impressive.
That's pretty good. She's working.
Yeah. And recently did voiceover for one of the characters in Destiny 2, The Final Shape.
Oh, okay.
So if you're a gaming person, you know. So the Exterminators are two guys I wanted to talk about since you brought them up, because it's such fun stuff with these guys. So the first guy, his name is just Mike the Exterminator. He shows up again in Terrifier 2.
What?
Yeah. Not as the same guy.
Oh, okay. No, he died.
Yeah. I'd like to say though, I'm glad that we're making this podcast about the victims. and not just Art the Clown.
Yeah,
You know?
the frown.
He's got plenty going on. So
Dude, if I saw this as a clown, though, I literally would switch careers. I'd be so pissed, bro. Like, that's so much worse than it. You see
that's how
this,
they felt about it.
Yeah,
but here's the thing about it too. Everybody's like, "Oh, it ruined the clowning industry." It's like, well, number one, you guys weren't doing great in the first place.
Yeah.
You guys are mostly doing circuses where you're abusing animals. that's where they had clowns were relegated to birthday parties and where they like hit elephants to get them to go in a circle.
Oh my god, that's even worse than Tony Hinchcliffe's Puerto Rican. Imagine if he just got up on stage and started abusing elephants.
Yeah, that's the next step.
Hey,
is
vote for
ringmaster.
Trump. wait, nah, that's me mocking Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
not a call to action. I don't.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah. Well, the other thing though was that the whole reason why part of the clown thing became like a be afraid of clowns was because of the John Wayne Gacy thing. It was like a notorious national news case where this guy dressed as a clown and did birthday parties. Here's a red flag. He was doing birthday parties for free instead of getting paid
Just for
like
the
a
love
normal.
of the game.
Just for the
Just
love
for
of
the
the
love
game.
of the
dog.
game. I mean, really, the love of the kids, not a good love
No,
either.
there was 30 under his fucking house. So
Yeah, they're like, oh, and how much do we? He's like, no, you don't have to pay anything. Are you sure? Oh my god, thank you so much. Yeah, you'll pay in time.
yeah, so the idea that like
In that analogy, he was punctuation. Yeah.
Oh,
Brought it all
good.
back.
really good.
good. All right. So I'm still processing it.
So Matt McAllister's the exterminator's name. Dude's great at that scene or those multiple scenes with him.
He was a hero too. You think he's done?
Yeah,
That dude gets back up. He gets hit in the head with the hammer, and he says, "No."
Yeah,
Yeah.
He says,
my
"No,
boy says no.
I gotta exterminate."
How did Art kill him again?
The second time he had like some big metal thing, and he just kept smashing his head. And
Yeah, that's right.
it
I
was
think
like
he
some,
stomped his head in.
Yeah, that was the final thing.
final
But like
thing.
first, he grabbed this big like cylindrical, like I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
It was like some canister of sorts.
Exterminator 2, the guy's name is Mike Levy. He's actually in all 3 Terrifier movies, different characters. But
That guy went down quick.
yeah.
That dude looked like he came when he got killed. His eyes went to the back of the head. He's like, oh.
So interesting thing about that scene, somebody at the there was an investor who was one of the executive producer investors from Australia that was had just kind of jumped on board late in the game, and he saw an initial run of the film and was like, it's good, but I feel like there should be another kill towards the end. I feel like we need to throw in another kill.
Yeah, that's what it was missing.
Yeah. And he goes, I really like it, but I feel like we need another kill. And then he just basically sent like $15,000 and just said, here, shoot another scene. And they were like, all right. And so, they reached out to some people, and Mike Levy, got cast in the role as the second exterminator trying to get in. So he literally added that part after everything was already shot, just to like have another kill, and saws his head off and everything. So interesting thing about Mike Levy though. Mike Levy, you guys remember the clowns showing up in real life on the news and everything, and everybody's like, these creepy clowns keep showing up.
Yeah.
A lot of it was in New York and New Jersey. This guy was one of the coordinators of that.
What?
Really?
Yeah, he was part of a group of guys that were not only like into production, writing, and directing like horror shorts and like horror related stuff, but they actually, years later, he could come out with this to where he wouldn't be in legal trouble. But him and a few friends were the guys that started the initial organizing of making sure multiple clowns were on multiple street corners in the middle of the night.
That's wild.
Just scaring the shit out of people for no reason. They weren't able to monetize it. They were just like, let's put a little fear in their hearts.
This is for the love of the game,
For the
baby.
love of the game.
That's literally
You know what? I think that's the takeaway. Clowns do it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
If you aren't in it for the love of the game, maybe all you professional clowns out
the
there.
good, the bad, and the ugly. They do it for the love of the game.
Yeah, maybe all you clowns that charge out there don't need to be clowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
But
be.
you're in the wrong profession.
Yeah. You just a clown,
Yeah, you're making a mockery out of clowning.
man.
That's
Trying
hard
take
to
this shit
do.
seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want a job that makes more money? Just buy a pressure washer for $300.
Yeah.
And go ask people if I'll hook this up to your water and clean your driveway. You know, you can do that.
Yeah.
How am I a clown? How am I the clown?
Yeah, see how many people hire you to pressure wash their driveway versus be a fucking clown.
Or pressure wash people's driveway dressed as a clown.
Because the clown part's free.
Oh,
Damn.
you can do anything as a clown.
Yeah. And make more money doing it because you're dressed as a clown.
All right.
No, actually, the same exact. That's the whole point. Why did
Yeah.
you? No, don't say yeah. You just went against it. You said
What do
you
you
make
mean?
more money as a clown.
Oh, dressed as a clown. But the whole point is to
not-
do it for the love of the game.
Yeah, dude, I feel
you're
like,
right.
dude, you'll never be a clown with that
Now we're
attitude.
fucking going. Damn. Yeah.
Well,
I'm
speaking
selling
of,
out.
You can tell who's not a clown.
That's fair.
Speaking of love of the game, most of like we've discussed before, most of these actors that work with Damon Leone are all people who are writing and producing and directing their own shorts and stuff. Everybody's trying to get in the game.
Yeah.
Nobody's just, excuse me. Ironically, the only guy who really was just fucking around was the guy who played the first Arthur Clown. That guy Mike, who was like, I'm good.
Now I'm done. Now I'm gonna be fart the frown.
They're like, do you regret it? He's like, no, I kind of like just being a regular dude, actually.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, the healthiest human being involved in any of these projects. So Katie McGuire, of course, the babysitter in All Hallows Eve. She is Monica Brown.
At the very beginning, when
yeah.
she's interviewing the girl that, by the way, was that that was one thing I kind of missed. Was that the girl that survived at the end, and it was like it tied into the beginning, or is that a different girl that survived the previous attack?
So the Katie McGuire, Monica Brown, the news anchor, she gets killed.
Yeah.
Right.
By the other girl.
The one who survives to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the sister.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know if there was like a previous clown attack and like it was just showing that that's what he does. But no. Okay.
Yeah.
So then that girl, it was basically like it showed the end at the beginning or whatever.
Right, exactly.
And then the
Yeah.
rest of the movie happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
That character.
That's what I thought.
That character is Victoria, the sister of Tara.
Yeah.
And she's played by.
Damn. So she killed her. She was pissed. She was like, dude, you're making fun of me.
Yeah.
That was why.
Yeah.
But she was waiting in her room. So.
Well, there's
she's
there's more to her story. She comes back in Terrifier 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I don't know if are we gonna watch those?
if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think we can,
2 gets so much more brutal.
Oh, dude, I could sit through quite a lot.
Yeah.
2 has parts that I was like, oh, I gotta stop. Like,
Yeah.
Fuck.
like
I don't know if I want it.
Yeah. It depends if you want.
I'm
if
just
you
very
want.
curious about that because, like,
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like, she seemed so chill
Yeah.
during
Yeah.
it.
Well,
like, and was
he's
like,
also like.
and then she just brutally, I mean, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, the lady was being rude, but it was
Yeah.
like, damn.
Well,
You
it's also
killed
like
it.
like he becomes way funnier and like because he is
Yeah.
pretty funny in the first one.
Yeah.
But in the second one, you really see like
good to
you-
explore more of it.
Yeah, you really see him shine as being a clown. Like he was really he gets really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Because there's some funny moments in this one, but it's like
it's funnier and more brutal, so it's weird for me to like really enjoy how funny Art the Clown is and just be really put off by how horrific because I've seen a lot of horror and
Yeah.
there was stuff when I was younger that used to make my stomach turn when I was a little kid that doesn't affect me now. But this stuff, they focus so hard on like showing. Here's the thing that always fucks me up about Art the Clown, and especially once you get into like 2 and 3. I haven't seen 3 yet, but from what I hear, but 2 is essentially this issue that I have with it for me personally, not with the film. The violence happening to these people, they don't just do the over the top 80s scream till they die thing. He keeps them alive and just
kind of
tortures
tortures them. Yeah.
like it's like a hodgepodge of like torture porn, like old school Hostel style stuff where they're like still alive and being hurt. And then it like puts you in the position of like the person's pain. And for me, that's like that. It's tough for me.
It's rough. It's rough.
But it's a combination of so much different horror stuff to have a clown be doing it and like have a
Right.
sense of humor right before he's doing this awful shit.
Yeah, it's also so basic. Like his motivation is so basic because it's like,
Yeah.
there's the whole demon thing, right? but then like he just does it because he thinks it's funny.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
then you
all it
guys are
is.
also spoiling that because you don't know that from the first one necessarily, right? Or I guess you assume
Well, yeah, I mean,
You don't know the demon.
some of it,
Well,
some
they
of it
allude-
is not
they-
because
explicitly
I kind of want to
said.
know about that sister, but fine, I won't.
Some of it is not explicitly said, and some of it is just said in the background by like interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, and they allude to it in All Hallows Eve from the Ninth Circle, very first short film, the 2008 short film that it opens on with the VHS, right? With them,
Yeah.
where Art the Clown's in the subway and he looks at the girl and he's got like the glowing eyes. So that kind of alludes to the idea.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's technically canon as far as like I think it's pretty much just Terrifier, the short film from 2011, which is how All Hallows Eve ends, that last part of the VHS.
Yeah.
I think that's the initial first canon thing that counts as Art the Clown. Mm-hmm. But I'm not 100% on that. But
I mean, do you want to watch them? Because we could watch 2 after this if you want.
we'll get
It's fucking brutal,
We'll
dude.
get around to it.
I love every time because like he is like a charming slasher. So I love every time he makes that O face where he's just like,
Oh yeah,
it's so funny.
this one we go.
Oh,
The one they've
Yeah.
been making green screens out of. Anyway,
Yeah.
he didn't kill the fake baby.
He didn't kill the fake baby.
kill the fake baby.
He did kill her mom, the real person.
Yeah, the homeless person. After having a weird intimate moment with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's only so much keeping at bay you can do with a lunatic demon clown. You know,
Yeah.
because at this point, I don't think he's that.
No, I think he's just a serial killer. Well, I don't know, because like,
Actually, yes.
because he did cut through that girl like way too easy.
So I think that's just film stuff. Because
think so?
I heard in the commentary, if I'm not mistaken, it's not until after he kills himself in Terrifier 1 that the supernatural elements of him come into play.
Okay.
Oh.
And that it's
So then he definitely didn't know when he killed himself that he'd be coming back.
it's very
Yeah.
much modeled after Halloween. There's
I
a
didn't know
lot
Halloween
there's a
did that.
lot of similarities between the two. There's I forget the guy's name, but there's a great video somebody made about the similarities, and they even do like side by sides of Michael Myers and Art the Clown. And even though Art the Clown's more animated, they're both silent and they're both driven by pure instinct that has nothing to do with some kind of logical leap.
Yeah.
It's just this like straight up, and they start out as these regular killers, and then by the second movie, inexplicably, they've come back, right? So like, and even though they do that in every movie, the Michael Myers plot line goes on to delve in more into like the supernatural. So a lot of crazy shit with that, where they go into like psychic stuff and cults, and it's, you know, not all of it you would consider to be canon, but it doesn't matter. Let's move on. I love hearing you say that you're curious about 2, though. I feel like this is like a moment for you,
Yeah.
where you're cracking open the seal.
I kind of do want to see it too. I want to see 3 because people say 3 is probably the best one so far.
Dude, I don't know though. I don't know if it's more brutal too.
Yeah.
It was very just because now you're like, oh, with the sister and everything. It was-
I've already seen like one of the more brutal scenes because like a friend of mine showed me, and like it's
third one or the
fucking
second one?
rough. The second one.
I like
Yeah.
that fake out with the final girl. You think it's
You think it's gonna be
Yeah.
yeah? You think it's gonna be Tara, and then her poor sister.
Dude, Tara gets shot like fucking. I was like, is she gonna come back like Michael Myers? He's like, dude,
Yeah.
you did the job. He shoots her like 6 times.
Bro,
after she died.
so he empties the clip, and then he goes and gets another one and comes back and just keeps shooting her face.
And then her sister comes like an hour later, and she's
Yeah.
like clearly like has multiple gunshots in the head, and she's like, "Oh no, you're not dead. Look at me, you're not dead. Come here." And I was like, "Dude, give up.
Yeah.
You need to turn around. The guy is literally right behind you.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
shot 10 times."
It's so fucking like when he pulls out the Glock, dude. I started laughing so hard because it was just like it was
It's just so insane.
stupid.
Yeah, you would not expect that at all. So actually, after he shoots her in the face a bunch, you know, and he sits her up in that chair and has a circus sign, and she's like deformed and you can't really tell who that is. They had already wrapped her, but then they were like, oh shit, we kind of need like an extra element for the sister to come in, where it's not just going to be like, you know, some random shit, right? So like, because a lot of stuff, as you can tell, they're like on a shoestring budget piecing this film together. And so they actually had an actress come in who's in a bunch of other horror stuff, most notably Eyes of My Mother, which is another 2016 film that a lot of horror fans deep dive. They all know that. But her name is Kiki, I think it's Megales is their name, but she just was like hanging out. She was just like, yeah, I'll come check it out. And then he was like, hey, do you want to do this? And then he had to actually go in and digitally adjust her hair because it was such a different length. And then afterward, he's like editing. He's like, fuck. So he said there's a bunch of stuff that he like taught himself how to use like After Effects and shit. And he was like added in pumpkins into different scenes and like added in blood where they like missed it in the initial shots and everything. So this dude, Damon Leone, spent so much time perfecting this movie to get it. Like, because he knew, he's like, I can't afford an editor. I can't afford a special effects guy. I just got to figure this shit out. He like taught himself how to do like basic CG.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane, dude. Yeah, man. So Victoria, the sister, she's actually, the one who becomes the final girl. She's actually a producer. She has a producer credit on the Terrifier short. And when Damien was trying to get people to, figure out who they could get to do the film that they could afford and keep the cost down and everything, she was like, I'm an actor too, right? And he was like, oh, okay. You want to read for it? And she read and he loved it. And she's been in every movie since as the mutilated face girl in the last two. Clearly, if you've ever seen the chimp attack lady, when they show her face, it's so horrific. Have you guys ever seen that video? The real life thing of there's a woman who was she kept chimps and
I know what you're talking about.
They're primitive animals, and unless you keep them drugged up on a regular basis, like they start feeling the wrong way about you. They're really powerful and they will eat your fucking lips. So he said that image always scarred him, and Damon Leone just kind of worked it into he was like, this is what it would look like if a chimp did it to your face, and why not Art the Clown trying to eat hers? Similar concept, right? Just flat teeth gnashing.
Yeah.
Sorry. So Victoria is actually one of the producers on the original short, and then she just wound up, working her way into the film. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah. The producer of this film, dude, this part makes me so happy because whenever I'm compiling all this stuff, I always find things that I think one of you guys will like. And this time yours isn't drug related, which is nice. It's New Jersey related.
Oh, yeah.
which is similar.
Yeah. It's close.
So I noticed the Metro card. And I said,
the New Jersey Metro card.
Well, yeah, I was like, this is either New York or New Jersey.
Yeah.
And it's both.
Really?
So this film was shot in Trenton, New Jersey, Staten Island, and Long Island.
Okay.
Are the different spots, but primarily Trenton, New Jersey, and Staten Island is where this was shot. And there are multiple times where in the same scene, they just couldn't get everybody on location in the same places, or they needed a location to look different for the other angle. And there are the saw in half scene, the girl hanging upside down, getting sawed in half, all her scenes, they were shot in this warehouse where it was 20-degree weather and she's butt ass naked and she's hanging upside down. So they could only keep her upside down for about 30 seconds at a time before it starts fucking with your blood flow to your brain. So they would have to hang her up and already be rolling, and they'd run out of the shot and get everything they could. And then they'd bring her back down and they put her back up. So they said it took a while to get everything shot, but she was a fucking trooper and she pushed through. I believe she said she was even, I think that was her, where she said she was back from a vacation and sick. Just like pushed her way through, which is wild.
Hell yeah, dude.
So yeah. And they said she was just looking at a brick wall. And there was no, and then they have, a stand-in hand holding the saw and everything for her shots where she's like, and it's like not even Art the Clown. It's just just the arm. Yeah. So pretty impressive shit. for if you've ever made a film out there, you know this, but for those of you who've never worked on a project, the amount of work that goes into it is insane.
Yeah.
And this movie was shot in 2 different states, 3 different cities, multiple times. But my favorite part is by far the Deer Hills Pizzeria in Long Island, baby.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, fucking Long Island.
Get the fuck out of here, you fucking weirdo.
I felt bad for that employee.
You shit in my bathroom, you piece of shit.
Which is actually the only way we know that his name's Art.
Yeah.
He writes his name in shit.
He wrote his name and shit.
Was that shit?
Yeah, it was shit.
Oh, yeah.
He does. This is a thing he does.
Well, he's got some problems.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the greatest diet. He eats people.
Yeah. Because it was a little red.
Yeah. It was a little red.
Little red.
Oh, I worked at a pizza place. That's not easy.
No.
It definitely wasn't sauce.
Yeah. The owner of the pizzeria actually was around, but he had to walk off set multiple times because he has an actual clown phobia.
Really?
He was like, "Yeah, you could use my shop. Keep that fucking animal away from me."
You stay far the fuck away from me, you fucking creep.
You fucking fought the frown, motherfucker.
You tell your little fucking dog over there.
Yeah, you could shoot here, but I don't want to look at that motherfucker that for very long.
So Damien Leone actually plays a stunt double for the pizza guy that gets like brutally fucking murdered after he cleans the shit bathroom.
Yeah.
They couldn't get anybody else, and he trusted his DP enough. He's like, I got to stand in for him, and so they had somebody else doing the, Art's doing the kill, and he's doing the stand-in for the shots that don't have his face in it. So he got his, he also did all the special effects. So I actually worked on a film where the director also did the special effects, and it is a fucking nightmare. They have to get the shots all lined up, and then everybody has to wait while they do all the special effects makeup stuff. So it's wild. But clearly he was able to pull it off. One problem in the pizzeria though was the compressor. It was an active restaurant. Right. They couldn't just turn the stuff off. So a lot of those like fridges and stuff, you can't keep them off for very long. Mm-hmm. And some of the shots they forgot to, much like we've done on the podcast. We usually catch it early on.
Yeah.
But they're running and gunning trying to get everything shot, and a couple of times the sound guy just didn't notice that the fridges got turned back on and the intervals. Yeah. It could also be that they weren't even allowed to turn them off.
Yeah.
Do you hear it in the movie?
So what they did was they had to ADR audio loop the entire restaurant sequence. So if you ever see anything looks a little off a little bit with the audio, it's because...
If you ever see anything that looks a little off the audio? You fucking
If you notice... Yeah, you got to see it with your eyeballs because you got to see the lips. So fuck you.
That's not how
Dude,
that works.
honestly, you're wrong in this.
You're reaching.
I try and give you
How
credit.
would you hear that the audio's off?
How would you hear that the audio's
You'd
off?
have to see it.
You're not gonna die in this hoodie, dude.
You have to see it and hear it. You have to do both.
How are you gonna hear if something sounds off? You obviously have to taste it first. And obviously, you know how much taste is influenced by smell. So we can go. I mean, honestly, I'd say like in terms of hearing things, that's
the last thing you're using.
Yeah. In terms of sounds, hearing is probably like the 4th most important sense.
All right, this one I know you're gonna love because it's so fucking New Jersey, New York.
Yeah.
Damon Leone, if you ever listen to him in interviews, clearly from the area. I believe he's from Staten Island. So yeah, he is. So he said that some of the cheese. He was upset that the pizza it didn't have mozzarella. He was like, it was killing me. I'm like, looking at this cheese. He was like, I thought about CG and the cheese.
Well, honestly, I'm surprised that pizzeria didn't have mozzarella.
Yeah, they're fucking, it's in
Staten Island, right? Or where'd you
Get
say
away
it was?
with it. Yeah. Or it might have just been the cheese that they were using in the shot because it was because obviously the owner wasn't like, yeah, throw away my fucking
My good stuff.
yeah, put some cheese out. I just thought that was so funny. Just to imagine some Italian director just being like, Jesus fuck Christ.
You think anyone's gonna believe this? You think anybody's gonna believe this? It's like this, that head doesn't look real. I don't give a fuck about the head. Look at the pizza.
What's wrong with the cheese? Okay.
He's like yelling at his cinematographer. He's like, "What's wrong with this scene?" You tell me. No. You tell me what's wrong with this scene.
Yeah.
What's wrong with this scene? Maybe something a little off.
Wait. Where's our fucking cheese guy?
I made sure I hired a cheese guy for this scene. Where is he?
Wrong. This is all wrong. No. He called out sick. The fucking cheese cancel the movie. We're done.
He's like looking at this. Maybe we should put you in the clown makeup, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe we should put you in the clown makeup because you're looking like a fucking clown right now.
All right.
No, but for real though, dude. Hey, I love cheese, man. Hey, man, can I be honest, man? Sometimes I'm like, why am I directing, man?
All I want to do is make cheese.
Hey, man, honestly, dude, fuck. What am I doing here? What are we doing here, dude? You want to go to Trader Joe's, get some cheese right now?
All right. Okay. Let's keep going.
You know they got that exotic cheese section in Trader Joe's, man. I love hanging out there talking to women.
How do you know I got into the horror business? The cheese market was just too high.
All right. So it's weird to have the special effects guy not just decide to put some kind of effect on his own tire on his car and then just drain the air. He slashed his own tire to get the shot done.
Dude, why?
It's a write-off.
It is a write-off.
They're like, what are you doing? He's like, it's a write-off.
Yeah. I mean, it is, so that's good.
What kind of car was it?
I don't remember. He said he's had the same car at the point of 2016. He's had the same car since he shot the initial Ninth Circle. Sure.
Oh, okay.
So at this point, it's 10 years.
That's a $50 tire at most. Dude.
Yeah. But it is kind of wild just to be like, with no time.
It is more straightforward.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. And so when the girls
comes
got back,
in, he's like, dude, you were my ride home.
What is this operation? A bunch of fucking fart the frowns?
Jesus Christ. Okay. So the first kill from Art the Clown is inspired by Suspiria, which is a great film.
Syria.
That's a country.
Oh.
Suspiria, the classic Giallo film. I can't wait to get into some Giallo stuff for him because it's going to be a lot of fun. Italian horror.
Oh, Giallo, yeah, he's a G.
No, that's not a person.
That's what his name starts with.
Giallo G.
Giallo G.
Giallo G.
Giallo my G.
Giallo sounds so Italian. That's such an Italian name.
Giallo.
Well,
he discovered the Americas.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Giallo is suspense, shock, violence, stylish camera work, and jarring music combined. So basically, in the 70s, I think I've explained this to you before on the podcast, but in the 70s, the Italians were trying wild shit. They used to just have a fake eyeball, but it would look real on the person's face, and then show a needle slowly insert. And everybody in America was just like horror fans were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And so it did really well with like the grindhouse type people, but it didn't really start to gain more massive appreciation until they had a peak in the 80s, but more recently people have gone back and really started to appreciate a lot of that stuff and their contributions to horror, because like we wouldn't have a lot
Space
of
2
it.
even had that sequence.
Oh yeah,
where
they did.
There's a sequence where you gotta like put the needle into your character's eye, and that stuck with me. I only made 2 vines in my life, but one of them was I just showed that sequence of the needle going into the guy's eye, and then you fuck up in the sequence, and instead it just starts like it fucks up his whole face, and it just kills you.
Yeah.
And I did that, and I showed that part, and then I was like, I put a commercial where it was like 5 gum, like stimulate your sense. How it feels to chew 5 gum.
Give me that if you still got it, and I'll put it on the Patreon.
Oh yeah.
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 We still have to put some alien
I
stuff.
could probably find it.
Yeah, that's perfect.
We still got to put some alien stuff up if you can find some of
Oh,
those.
yeah.
Because the ones you found. Also, so a little hint to Giallo here is the fact that Damon Leone actually said that he was so inspired by that stuff that he really wanted this to be almost an American Giallo. He was like, we need, much like he wanted the clown resurgence, he also wanted the Giallo resurgence. Like,
Right.
he and then, mixed with all the other elements, it's been pretty cool to see him kind of, not single-handedly, obviously, there's other people doing it, but like to be the guy to like kind of spearhead a lot of that stuff is
He
super cool.
he kind of sought out to do things and like legit got everything he wanted.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful.
10 years in the making too.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why we're gonna stick to this podcast, baby. We
you
come
give
from humble beginnings.
You give me 8 listens on Buffy, fuck you.
Yeah,
you know
fuck
what
you.
you get another vampire
Yeah.
episode. Okay.
We're gonna take this to the top.
Last I promised last Italian, I can't promise it, but other most Italian thing that could possibly happen in this movie. While they were in there, they were just running out of stuff to like use for like goo and ooze for like bodies, and like the kill scene in the pizza shop. They just started using pizza dough. They just started grabbing pizza dough and crust and then like shoving it into like so like when he's getting his face all mashed up and everything, like there's actual like pizza parts being used.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And honestly, the film is so heavily filtered that it kind of works with it.
Yeah, they're like, do we want to use the sauce? It's called gravy.
Oh God, as someone from the South, it hurts every time.
Yeah, right?
I can never hear gravy is referred to as sauce and not whatever.
I know.
Let's move on.
No, it's okay. You can say it.
It was Sam that was sick. That's who it was, which was the Victoria, the sister. So she's the one that did all the shots. She had come back from a vacation like overseas. She was just incredibly sick. She did that while shooting another movie. She shot 2 films simultaneously while being horrendously sick.
Yeah.
I don't know how she didn't die. That sounds insane. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Oh yeah. The warehouse bathroom. Remember how gross the warehouse bathroom was?
Yeah.
You just flex on the camera?
No.
Better be on the fucking Patreon. You remember that warehouse? What happened in the warehouse?
What did he just say? What did you just say? A moment ago, are you paying attention or are you just letting this play in the background?
I love that on Patreon we can just leave all this in. It's so funny. Okay, so you remember how gross the bathrooms were in that warehouse?
Filthy.
Just that whole thing.
Yeah.
That was the actual bathrooms. They didn't. That's not set deck. No one was like, make that gross. They just went in that warehouse and they were like, oh my God. They used to have to leave the building to go to the bathroom because it was so disgusting.
That's so funny. The shop owner's just like, no, I was getting it ready for you guys.
Yeah.
It's not usually like this, but you told me what the movie
Yes,
was.
there was also a rat problem.
Dude, I threw some rats inside the things just so you guys have some rats in the shots.
You know what's so funny? A classic New York trope would be to have a fucking rat problem.
Yeah.
Or Trenton, New Jersey trope.
Yeah.
There was no fucking rats. They had to bring in a rat wrangler.
Really?
They had to put fake rats in the thing.
That's hilarious.
And then they had to shoot all that after because one of the producers was like, it doesn't look gross enough without like some rodents. It's an abandoned building. So they actually went back and shot like cutaway shots to all the rats. So all the rat stuff was shot after also.
Oh.
They went and got a rat wrangler.
Rat Wrangler's so cool.
Sounds like a band name.
I like that. I like the rat wrangler. He's like, how do you get them back? They don't listen. There's just this place just has rats now. I
can't get him back.
I just bring them.
You guys kind of have to figure out how to get it back to me, to be honest.
Listen, if you're able to catch one, please bring them
They're
my way.
$250 a rat, though, by the way.
So, yeah, you hardly will notice them.
Yeah.
It's common in this area.
It's actually pretty easy to get them here, to be honest.
But again, if you want to bring them back, they aren't cheap. They aren't cheap for me to do. They're laborious.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It hurts hard on my back bending down and getting them initially, so I usually just leave them afterwards. But
They're pretty fast.
yeah.
I feel like half of his little like cutaway moments could be their own sketches. Like you could animate a lot of his like moments where he's just going off.
And this guy's just walking around bent over trying to collect rats. It's my job. I'll let him go afterwards.
Yeah.
I'll let him go.
I'm not gonna do this twice.
He's a Wrangler. I can get him back.
Yeah. I just don't feel like it.
All right.
I let them run free. They did their job.
Yeah, let him do that thing.
All right. So
They prefer it like this.
You want upset rats?
No. What you don't want to do is piss off the rats. Trust me, I'm the Wrangler. You're just a fucking director, man.
You want pissed off rats on your set? Nothing's gonna get done.
you know, Damon Leone said that the rat wrangler lady was like, she was like, yeah,
I'm
they
sorry, it was
do.
a lady.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I assumed it was a man. I thought
up.
rat wrangler was a man's job. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, rat is so much more of a male trait.
Yeah, but she still sounds like that. Yeah, what you don't want to do is let the rats.
She's smoking a cigarette. What you don't want to do is piss the rats off.
I feel like any kind of animal wrangler's got to be smoking a
Oh,
cigarette,
yeah.
especially a rat wrangler. But she said, she goes, yeah, they actually use these to sniff out bombs because it's more reliable than dogs.
Really?
And then he stops and he goes, come to think of it, I don't know if that's true. A rat wrangler told me that. And then the guy that plays Art the Clown was like, yeah, she was probably like, you probably need some more rats, right?
Yeah, I know there could be some bombs.
Yeah, he's like, I think she was just trying to sell me on the rat thing. And then they're like, son of a bitch.
You know, some of these rats they're psychic.
Yeah.
Some of these rats have seen God.
Yeah, I'm really good at wrangling the rats, but my real skill, upselling.
Yeah.
All right, we've been on rats for 5 minutes, so I'm going to move on.
Okay, good. No, I agree.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was great though. That was great.
The girl that plays Tara, Jenna Cannell, I think is her name. She actually has done stunt work before, so almost all the stuff you see her do in the movie is actually her still doing it.
Really?
So, yeah.
Nice.
There was some stuff where it was like, yeah, we want to make sure we don't, fuck her face up or something on accident. But like the majority of it's her. She's done some cool stuff. She's in a 2011 Kid Cudi video.
Oh, that's cool.
Fun. She was Bye Bye Man was the other film that she was shooting at the same time, and most recently, she was in Terrifier 2, but most recently she was also in Renfield. So,
Oh, that was a good movie. I like that one.
yeah. So a lot of these people, everybody's pretty much gone on to do more cool shit, which is pretty dope.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh yeah, during the commentary, I thought you guys would love this. They were even laughing about the idea that Art just pulls a gun out.
That's so funny.
They were
That's
like, it's so funny.
fucking funny.
Just when he feels like he's had enough, he's like, all right,
Fuck this.
That's such a funny thing. I like the little selfie callback too, where he does. She's like selfie, and she's like trying to take pictures with him in the pizzeria, and then after he cuts her in half, he's like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was rude.
this is in like 2011 too, and it was still like, saying the word selfie, like people were like, what's up? Like,
Yeah.
You're so. That was
The
like
millennials and their selfies.
yeah, it was like a social commentary in 2016. 2016
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been as much actually.
2016.
Yeah.
And now it's like mostly boomers who like you'll see their Instagram or their Facebook and it's just pictures of themselves.
Yeah, just the worst.
30
possible.
pictures of them. So it's the same photo over and over again. Yeah.
Like low angle,
Yeah.
and you could like see up their nose.
In their truck with their fucking Oakleys on.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's like, dude, do you have enough pictures of your face?
No.
No.
A lot of people have speculated. A lot of people speculated where it says art sale on one of the doors that they have to move in the warehouse. Do you remember that? It says art
I
sale.
didn't catch that.
Well, it's like a little. People are like, "Oh, did they do that on purpose? Like Art the Clown, or like is it?" And no, it just was.
It just said art sale.
Yeah, which is like a fun little happy accident. There's a scene where an ambulance goes by in the film, when it should have been happening in the film anyway. Wasn't planned. It was an actual it was just a New Jersey fucking ambulance going by. So
Thank God.
Yeah, that worked out. You know, that a happy accident.
Happy accident. Someone might have died.
Yeah, happy for one half. They were like, oh, we don't have to pay an ambulance to drive by. That's great. Yeah, that's how you shoot a film. Just like wait outside of whatever station that the ambulance is at.
Right.
You're just outside a fire station. You're like, you can't film here.
Just waiting for a happy little accident.
You like smell like gasoline, Terry.
The place was infested with fleas, much as it looked where they were shooting that warehouse
What the
area.
hell, man? I feel bad for these actors.
They had to buy hundreds of flea bombs that they set off before filming, and luckily it was all aired out before the actual shoot day. But they said when they did the location scouting, the guy that was going with him on the location scout, like his legs were like covered in fleas.
Dude, I have like a phobia.
Of fleas.
A fleas.
Yeah, fuck that. Dude, that's a Terrifier.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. Some of you don't want to get sawed in half from your crotch down. Doesn't want fleas, dude.
Yeah. I'd say they're just, I mean, listen, I don't know which one's worse, but you're going to live with the anxiety afterwards. You get sawed in half, it's done. It's going to suck, but then it's over.
Yeah.
Please, you remember.
They're ingrained in your life.
Nice little homage to Silence of the Lambs with Art the Clown with the way he walks. He's doing the naked tuck. And then also, like, you know, in Silence of the Lambs, he's like, would you fuck me?
Yeah.
I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard. It's the guy and the villain, you know, the serial killer. He tucks his junk, and Jay and Silent Bob, Jay does it, and Jay and Silent Bob. It's like but so he kind of does that, but he's also scalped that woman and put the hair on his head and then taken the boobs off, and he's wearing the boobs. So it's almost like, and with the clown makeup, it's almost like Leatherface and Silence of the Lambs, like all mashed together. Art the Clown is like this combination of like all of horror in one thing almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a fun thing too. Most of the actors, it took so long to put Art in the makeup and get him out of the makeup that most of the actors never actually saw him until like the wrap party. Really? So yeah, so this guy that they worked on this film with over the course of months, they didn't know what he looked like. So they're at the cast party, and he's like so happy to see them, and they're like, "Who the fuck is this?"
That's so funny.
There's this fucking fart the frown.
They're like, who are you? And he's like, oh, hold on. And they're like, oh, it's Art.
Like, who are you? He goes, hang on, he just saw somebody's head off.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, there's no way to fake that plastic bag asphyxiation thing in a film. Like, if you need somebody to suck in the bag so it looks real,
you gotta do it.
Unless you're gonna CG a bag on someone's face, I don't know how that would work.
Gonna look terrible.
Yeah, and especially when you're shooting a movie like this where it's shoestring budget, you know, you're doing what you can. So they said that both in the short film and in this film, when they had them, you know, get the plastic bag put over their head.
Oh yeah.
Both of them, you know, the actresses were like down. They were like, I got this. Don't even worry about it. And they said they were real fucking troopers. They said, but I think anybody, if you start asphyxiating them enough times, they start to break. And there's about the sixth take for both of them. They just started crying, and they were like, oh, okay. I think we got it. We're good.
Yeah.
So both of those, and I've heard other people talk about that on sets where, like, if it's a thing where you can't breathe, people just panic, and it's like a natural instinct in you to just go like, I'm gonna die. So
yeah.
So anyway,
I love that scene though, because like his reaction to that is so fucking funny. Because he's just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
he's upset. He's like, Jesus
fucking Christ. As if he saw it in a movie once and wanted to try it and was just like, this is not how it works.
Oh, of course you opened the fucking mouth hole. God damn it. Okay, so the truck that the other exterminator guy pulls up as or no, it's a truck that Art the Clown drives into the place and hits it with. It says Serlin Bros logo on there, and it just looks like an original logo from some company that they borrow the truck from or something. Yeah, but that's actually a little homage nod to Rod Serling, who is the guy from Twilight Zone, the original Twilight Zone. So he actually had that little decal made just for that.
Nice.
That's cool.
So even in the midst of trying to get all this stuff done and having to do all the special effects and everything, so you know somebody's like obsessed with their project.
Yeah,
and like this is what people say about like if you really want to make it, especially in film, like you just got to be obsessed. You got to really love the thing, and I think that kind of attention to detail is the type of stuff that makes you go like, "Fuck, man." The set where the body was at, all the guts on the inside of it started to stink because the set flooded and they had all the stuff on the floor. So not only was it just gross to watch, it was gross for the actors. And Art the Clown was like, David Howard Thornton was like, yeah, it was brutal, man. I'm just like holding my breath while I'm like fucking sawing this fake body. A lot of fans pointed out that the coroner's office didn't look like a real coroner's office.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I was gonna point out too.
Yeah.
Like it just looks like a fucking abandoned building. Like
Guess what, fuckface? It's a real one.
It is?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Because the Northeast is terrifying.
Yeah.
The Northeast
Okay.
just has shit underground places.
Yeah, never mind. I forgot
Fuck
we were
you.
talking about New Jersey.
Yeah. Yeah, where they just stack bodies. And
Yeah,
go,
they're just
"We'll
like,
figure it out
just
later."
figure it out. they're like, just put it in the basement. The Hudson is filled already.
There's another little horror nod that some of you guys might have caught. When the girl's in the car listening to the radio, there's an ad for a Craven Halloween store. Of course, a nod to film director Wes Craven,
Wes Craven,
creator of
rest
Nightmare
in
on Elm
peace,
Street.
dog.
And, yep, R.I.P. to him. If you like Nightmare on Elm Street
Or Scream.
Or Last House on the Left, or a number of other great films. Anyway, let's see. Last thing for the fun facts, and then we'll do the roundup. David Howard Thornton, who plays Art the Clown, said he's been inspired by multiple people like Buster Keaton, Lon Chaney, Jim Carrey, Charlie Chaplin, but Rowan Atkins was one of his largest influences. And he's Mr. Bean. He said he really thinks of Art the Clown as an evil Mr. Bean.
Nice.
And there's even
Yes, I see
Great.
that.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And there's even in, I think it's in 2 is the one where he, in 2, a little bit of a spoiler alert, in 2 when he gets out of the morgue and he goes into a laundromat, there's a famous Mr. Bean episode where he's trying to clean his clothes, but he still has his clothes on and he wants to get that last bit in there. And Art the Clown like strips naked in this fucking laundromat. And like, it's a very like similar scene, only obviously much bloodier.
Yeah.
That'd be a weird Mr. Bean episode. Just fucking murder somebody. But anyway, yeah, very fun
Like
stuff.
Mr. Mean.
Got him, dude.
Nice,
Fuck
dude.
yeah, dude.
A title episode is Mr. Bean hides a body.
Yeah. He's also like kind of silent half the time too. And,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he
yeah.
rarely talks. Anything you guys want to add to this before we do the roundup?
I kind of took it at the beginning. I was saying all the things I wanted
Yeah.
to before I forgot.
I
Yeah,
love it. I love it.
Yeah, we were
Keep it up.
spitfiring, dude.
Yeah, I need that kind of passion. I need you guys to be like New Jersey people about their fucking pizzas.
Dude, I love this episode just because I got to just go ham on the New Jersey shit. That was fun.
Anytime we
was
get
fun.
to do the New Jersey, New York
Yeah.
area,
We got to do
accents.
Terrifier 2 just so I can do more Italian accents.
I will warn you, it does start to branch out a little bit though.
No longer in Jersey?
If it is, it ain't the fucking Jersey.
They forget their roots. They get too big for their bridges and they forget their root. They forgot where they came from.
All right, let's do the roundup. Yeah, this is a fun episode, right?
Yeah, it was
Good
fun.
size. So this film is not rated because it was started on the festival circuit and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but it did get some low level, theaters. Like it got a theater run.
Okay.
Which is super exciting. Super
Well, yeah,
cool.
because they put it back in theaters after Terrifier 3 came out.
Right.
So they put the and which is funny enough, made a fuck ton of money afterwards.
Yeah.
Like it started breaking millions more than it had made when it initially released.
Well, so this is based on initial box office release. So don't count the re-release with the hype from Terrifier 3. Don't count that. Okay. This is initial box office release. I'll give you guys a little bit of a heads up about this. It's a limited run but national. So it does mean it's no slouch.
Yeah. But it was state to state, but very low.
But it is indie run. It's more than likely going to not be in a lot of AMCs and stuff like that. They probably they're showing that now, but a lot of the Regal and AMCs and the major chains more than likely would not be holding this unless it was some sort of special event, Halloween type thing. Yeah. So it's a full run, but all indie theaters.
Right. I'm actually before we get into it, this is one thing I wanted to talk about. It's like we're seeing what happened with Halloween, which is interesting how much they do kind of do what Halloween does. But we're seeing that whole resurgence begin the same way it began with Halloween, where it's very low budget indie directors that no one's ever heard about. Yeah. And then it's fucking super successful. Yeah. Which I'm hoping that this leads to the industry opening back up again and capitalizing on working with independent filmmakers and shit. Cause that's kind of where I feel like this is also the backlash to so much superhero shit that I think people are just tired of that, and now we're just
generally overproduced things. Not even necessarily just that, but anything is. Yeah, and it wouldn't it be something if horror once again saved the fucking day as it's done many times, and people do not give it the credit it deserves for it. But I mean, horror drove a lot of the box office sales of the '80s. Yeah, during times where people don't have much money. They'll spend it to go see something weird and wild over, Steel Magnolias or some shit. Yep. Nothing wrong with Steel Magnolias, but I'm just saying. It's a great movie, but okay. So let's do it. Let's see. I think Sean swept the last episode, our Halloween episode. Yeah. So we're going to let Sean pick. Who do you want to go first, Sean? Budget and box office.
I'll make it challenging. I'll go first.
Okay. All right. Okay. What do you think the budget and box office was for Terrifier, number one?
I'm not sure because I don't really remember any movies where they only had the indie run.
I'm so sorry. Before we hop in, this was found to have 120,000 views on YouTube, and that's how it got picked out by the producer. The producer found it and said that he wanted the guy to come on, to have Damien Leone come on and to do special effects makeup for another film that he wanted to work on because he had never gotten into filmmaking like he wanted to. And then he saw that Damien Leone didn't get to the amount of money he wanted to through his Indiegogo campaign. His Indiegogo campaign raised some money, but not enough to get the project done. And so he was going to have to return all this money to these investors. And this guy found it and he was just like, how much money? And he goes, I just need this amount. And he goes, fuck that. I got that. He goes, I'll help you out. He said, all I want to do is be able to come on set and watch you do special effects stuff because I think it's interesting and I want to be around for it. So he literally just he's like, that's fucking pocket change. And he fucking threw him the money. And then slowly other investors deposited small amounts like the Australian investor, which that money doesn't count because it wasn't towards the initial. So that $15,000.
Okay. Cause I was thinking about sort of something like that. And I was like, well, if that's one scene, right. I was going to go, my feeling initially was 800,000, but maybe I'll lower it to 600,000.
600,000. Okay.
I could be wrong. I feel like I could be off there, but
budget?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. How much do you think it made?
I don't know how many indie theaters there are. We'll go. I feel like this might be either way too high or way too low. I'll go 1 million flat.
Okay.
Yeah.
1 million. Okay. And Ray?
200,000, 250,000
for
budget.
Earning, for budget?
Okay. Yeah. Box office, 2 million.
2 million. Okay. All right. So this is going to blow your dicks off. I've been around film stuff for a while and done a lot of these deep dives and stuff. This is fucking unheard of. This blows Halloween. Remember how Halloween everybody's like, Jesus Christ, this blows them out of the water, dude. $35K before the initial 15.
Fuck, I knew that.
Wow.
He said total with all the money the guy added after the initial shoot comes out to maybe 55,000.
Wow.
Isn't that
What the
fucking
fuck?
nuts?
That's cheap as fuck. Yeah.
And then with a limited theater run, and when we say limited, we mean art houses turning it down because it's too brutal, which
Yeah.
means I don't even know who that even falls under. I'm
Right.
sure a lot of them still put it in, but $420K,
Man.
Dang, dude.
which is a lot of money on an investment of $35K, which wound up being 55. Isn't that nuts?
That is crazy.
That's unreal. And that's the lowest one. I mean, this is, you get into 2 and 3. I mean, they really like Terrifier 3 right now is, what is it at box office? Do you remember?
It's like 28 million. Yeah.
$28 million.
And they've spent like maybe 2 million on to make it.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. All right. So you guys got 1 and 1 on that because, let's see, Ray had 25,000 for budget, so he gets that one, and Sean had 1 million, so that's closer to the 20K.
Jeez.
All right, we're gonna move on. Rotten Tomatoes. He says Ray goes first. Ray, critics and audience. Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, Rotten Tomatoes. I would say critics gave it 68, and then audience gave it a 85.
85. Thank you for going in the
I'm
right
over-
order.
Yeah.
Sean.
I'll go critics.
Really dialing in.
50 flat. I don't know.
Okay.
It's
I feel like critics hated this.
yeah, I feel like this is a tricky one. But also,
Yeah.
I feel like not a lot of critics probably reviewed it too, though. So maybe
That's true too.
so maybe the ones that did do it rated it higher.
That's a good
Right.
point. Look at it. He's getting fucking.
So, but you know what? I already said it. I'm gonna keep it there. I feel like I could be off though now.
Yeah.
But audience, what'd you say?
I think I said like 70, right?
78.
You said 85 for
85.
audience.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. I think it's a little bit more beloved. It's like to those who watched it, or
Yeah,
those
see,
who
that's
went
where
out
it's
of their
tricky
way
again.
to watch it.
This is a very tricky movie to rate.
Right.
I'll go 65 just to be
65.
different
Safe.
than you. Yeah, and safe.
All right. Boys, the critic score was 60%, which puts it on Ray with the 68.
Yeah, 68.
Edged it out by 2 points.
Yeah.
Good shit.
And the audience score, 53%. Sean gets that.
2-2.
That's it, baby. 2-2.
Wow.
2-2.
All right. So,
Tie.
yeah, I think what's going on there is the fact that it's the first one. I think a lot of horror fans found it, but I think a lot of people, got exposed to this movie through their friends and stuff.
And not knowing what they were getting into because it was the first one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like we pointed out, if you're somebody who's not into horror and you don't go, well, they probably had to work with this. If you don't give it all the caveats that it deserves to be noted for, and you just show it blindly to somebody, they just go like, it's kind of fucking nonsense. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
this is
it was
brutality for brutality's sake, and you're like, yeah, but it's fun. And they're like, no. So yeah, the audience, there was only 1,000 plus reviews for audience, and there was only 25 critic reviews.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I think if you get to the third one, that's when people, it's got national attention now on a large scale. But,
Massive scale, dude.
yeah. So once again, horror fucking wins, baby.
Yeah.
This is the first time in a while horror is winning at the box office. Normally it wins culturally, I would argue.
Yeah. Now horror's like fucking really hitting it right now, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
Really hitting
when
it.
was the last box office win for horror? Like a real win? I'm trying to think, man. I mean, it's been fucking years. Like a really long time.
Yeah.
Oh, Beetlejuice, no?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but that's 88.
Oh, Beetlejuice.
Yeah, but they're kind of just riding the wave from the first one.
Yeah.
Not to be too disrespectful,
did
but
it? I don't even
yeah, I mean, if we're being real, they weren't breaking the mold there, Anyway, man.
Hold on, I'm gonna check it out. Highest grossing horror movie of the last decade?
Yeah, I can't think of anything that's been out in the last, 15 years that probably did as much turnover,
I do know.
The Conjuring 2.
Oh, yeah. I always forget about the
Conjuring
Conjuring.
series,
Yeah, Conjuring series for sure, raking it in.
Yeah, so Conjuring
Well, good for
2,
them.
Don't Breathe, Split, Get Out, Alien Covenant. That's in the 2010s.
Ooh, yeah, Get Out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to cover some Jordan Peele
Oh,
soon.
Quiet Place,
Yeah.
It Chapter 2.
Okay. Oh yeah, It. Yeah, it's probably first one anyway. Second one a little rougher, but anyway, I think that's it, boys. We done did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It Chapter 2 made $702 million
Holy
worldwide.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
On behalf of myself, Sean Dolan, Rey Reyes, we love you guys. Thanks for being here with us. Tell your friends, tell your family, whether they like it or not.
This was fun.
See if we can get it.
Man getting bit by an alligator screaming.
Swallow this.